Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk Leeds United. Finally, we have something basically confirmed. Like we're talking 99.9% done, job done. Daniel Farke is going to be the next Leeds manager. Not officially announced, but all but done. You know, he's got the job, basically. He's been told by the 49ers he's got the job. He's probably known for like a good few days, maybe a week, whatever, that he's got the job. And obviously they can't officially announce it, can't shout it from the rooftops until the takeover is confirmed. But I'm just so relieved because any doubts in the back of my mind lingering around about this dragging out for too long before till pre-season starts and beyond, and Vieira was still sort of lingering in the back of my mind. They've almost all those doubts have just vanished, basically. Which is super important. That it says on the mail that he will be here hopefully for the start of pre-season, which is massive. You know, if we're going to try and somehow convince people like Nonto to stay, maybe Harrison, even though I think they're going to go, but if we've got any chance of making them stay when they arrive at Fort Parch on Sunday, is it? You know, having a manager there to be like, look, mate, I want you to stay. You're a massive part of my plans. Give it one more year. We'll be back in the Prem next season. If he can say that to these people, then there's more chance of them hanging around. So I'm just delighted. I'm just delighted that, it feels like we was at a massive disadvantage. It feels like we were at a handicap because of this delay by the Football League. But really, when you take the blinkers off and take the blurred vision off, we're not really now, because Farke probably would have known for a while that he's going to be our next manager. He won't be sitting at home enjoying the sun, sipping beer. He would have been, acting like our manager, which he basically is. He would have been eyeing up targets. He would have been thinking, he'd have been in dialogue with the 49ers about who he wants to keep, who he really wants to try and keep out of the players that we've got, and who he doesn't mind selling, which is probably why maybe there was a U-turn on Forshaw. Maybe that's why, because Farke said, actually, I want to keep this geezer, So that could explain the Forshaw U-turn. And just like Farke's been made to wait for the 49ers to make it official, that could be happening with players. Farke, Leeds could have easily have contacted players and been like, look, we can't make an official bid yet. We can't do anything official, but we really want you. If you just hang around a few days, the bid will come in. We've just got to wait for this Football League ratification to be completed. So even though it looked like I said, even though it looked like we might have been at a disadvantage, if you actually think about it logically, like we're probably as far along as any other team, other than Leicester, who signed about 7 players yesterday. But to be honest, side note, I don't think that the signings were that spectacular, to be honest. But yeah, we've probably got all our cards laid out on the table, all our dominoes stacked up, everything is ready to go. So really, we might not be at a disadvantage at all. It's just because it's felt a bit more painful because we haven't been in the know. Me personally, I've been getting so irritated, and I've been letting the annoyance cloud reality of the fact that things probably are happening. I just don't know about it, but that doesn't mean they're not happening. So yeah, it was the there's been so many articles online about it today, but this is the one I read from the Mail. I hope you can all see that. I'll just try and zoom in a little bit. If Leeds are on the verge, this is the Mail online. Leeds are on the verge of hiring Daniel Farke to lead them back to the Premier League and hope to have him in place by the start of pre-season, which is massive. Like I said, players returning. If there's a manager there, for him to be like, look, mate, I really want you to stay. Give it 1 year. Then it might increase the chances. You never know. Farke is on the brink of becoming a new Leeds United manager, with the club hoping to have the German in place for the start of pre-season next week. I think it's Sunday. It might be Monday. I think it's Monday. Now revealed last week that the former Norwich boss has emerged as the rightful third candidate, and Farke is now on agreed terms about taking charge at Ellen Road and has already visited their Fort Parch training ground. He's already been at the training ground. This has been happening whilst I've been sweating, whilst you've been sweating. This has all been cooking in the background. Leeds have been waiting for the EFL to approve their takeover by the 49ers before announcing who would be managing the club, managing them in the championship. But yeah, they're just waiting to shout it from the rooftops, really. Blah de blah de blah. However, Leeds also want to have their new boss installed before the players to return to four-part test. Oh, Monday is it? Preseason Monday, and Farke is a chosen man. The 46-year-old was first handed out by the Whites at the start of this month, soon after he was sacked by German outfit Borussia Mönchengladbach. He twice led Norwich to the Premier League, promotion as championship winners in 2019 and 2021, and impressed the Leeds hierarchy in early conversations. Farke then emerged as Leeds' number one choice last week after he was formally interviewed along with Vieira and Parker. The Whites have been without a win. Yeah, that doesn't matter, that bit. So that's another reason why I'm so happy that it is Daniel Farke, because I was so worried that Vieira was going to get the job, and nothing against Vieira, but I wouldn't have been a happy bunny, and I don't think many people would have. I feel so much more confident with Farke, and I'm actually really pleased because I think he's a real decent manager. There's been other publications also agreeing that it's basically job done, like it's as good as done. Without saying it's done, it's done. It's Alfonso Licada, who's been really reliable actually throughout this whole process. Daniel Farke is the new Leeds United manager. Expect 2 announcements tomorrow: Takeover and Daniel Farke. Failing this double announcement, even though I'm told it will happen, Daniel Farke is completed and a takeover situation has been given the approval. It's all done. According to this man, it's all done, and he's quite reliable. Like I trust what he says. And he goes on to say, failing any drastic, anything can happen, can't it? But it's as good as done. So, we can breathe a sigh of relief. And even though, we've been told it's going to be done at the weekend and that's all that's being reconfirmed. But we've been hearing that for the last couple of weeks now. It's going to be done in the next few days. It's going to be done by Friday, weekend, blah, 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 blah. And it hasn't come to fruition. But now it looks like it's actually happening. So, just before we go, we're going to look at Daniel Farke's championship record one more time. I'm sure most of you have already seen it, but if you haven't, here it is again, courtesy of LUFC Data. If you don't already follow them, which I'm sure you do, go and check out his Twitter. Daniel Farke's championship record: matches 138, wins 71, draws 38, losses 29, scored 217. Possession share 57.8%, won 251 points, over a 50% win rate, 46 clean sheets out of 138 games, points per game 1.82, won it twice. He is no clown at this level. He knows his way around the championship. He's won it twice, and I think they got 94 and 97 points. He's smashed it twice. We're in safe hands with Daniel Farke, and I think we're in safe hands with the 49ers as well. I feel like they know what they're doing. So things are on the up, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, this football club, 1 minute things are on the up. Tomorrow we'll wake up and it will say 49ers have not been given the clearance. Obviously, it probably won't happen, but you know what this football club's like. But yes, guys, things are on the up. So I'm feeling quite positive and can take a big sigh of relief now. But yeah, thanks for watching another video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I think my last video over 1,000 views, which is just amazing, by the way. Thank you all so much. But only like 18% of people had clicked the subscribe button, and only 10% has liked it. Please just click those buttons. It really helps out. I hope you all have a good evening, guys, and I hope you can all relax a bit more now. And I shall see you again.